All right, example 3. All right, simplify the expression. Now, I'm going to show you two different ways. So one way and another way, right? But I want to give you two different ways to look at this problem. So we have negative 1/3 times, in parentheses, 2 minus 3x plus 3. So one way you can do it is build your model or do your distributive property, do 1, 2, 3 different terms. Okay, so we're going to get 1/3 times 2. So that's going to be negative 2 over 3. And then we're doing 1/3 times this negative. So what's a negative times a negative? I know you see a negative sign, and sometimes you want to put that negative in, but we have a negative out here. So a negative times a negative is a positive term that we're going to have. So 1/3 times 3 gets me 1x. Okay, it gets me a 3 over 3, but hopefully you all know that that's 1, right? So I get 1x. And I'm just putting x. I'm not going to put that 1 there because generally you're not going to see it. But I will always ask you, like, how many x's did I just draw? Well, 1. All right, then we're going to get a negative 1/3 times a plus 3. So a negative times a positive is I jumped the gun by putting my plus sign there. It's a negative, right? So we're going to get a negative, and again, it's going to be 3 over 3, so it's a negative 1. Okay, then what we want to look for here is I've got a term without an x, and I got a term without an x. So I need to combine those. I have a negative and a negative. So when I add my negatives together, I'm just going to get more negatives. So I have negative 1 and 2/3, and then I have a plus x. So that's one way we can solve this problem. Maybe I'll just rewrite the problem. So I've got negative 1/3, 2 minus 3x plus 3. So what we did in this problem is we distributed, then we combined like terms. You can do it in the other order. So you can look at this parenthesis and say, hey, I've got like terms right there. So again, we did distribute here, then we did like terms. We can do this in the other order. So we can flip this and let's do our like terms first, and then let's distribute second. Everybody's going to have their preference. Personally, I like to combine my like terms first. I like this version. So there's no like terms outside the parenthesis. I'm going to get 1/3. Here I've got 2 plus 3. That gives me 5, right? So, and the x has nobody to buddy up with, so I just have a negative 3x. And now I can go ahead and take this and distribute it through. Okay, so negative 1/3 times 5 is negative 5/3. And then negative 1/3 times a negative 3, a negative times a negative is a positive. We'll get 3 over 3, and 3 over 3 is 1x. So this does equal the same. It's just we have a mixed number here, and we have an improper fraction. So make this improper fraction a mixed number, and you get negative 1 and 2/3, and we still have our x. So you could see, in conclusion, we have the same answer in two different ways. So distribute first, combine your like terms, or combine your like terms and then distribute.